Welcome to QuickSpeak the English podcast that helps you level up your language skills.
That's right.
Today, we're exploring the power of gratitude,
Yes.
a topic that's good for both your mind and your English vocabulary.
And what's fascinating about gratitude is that it's not just some vague feel-good concept.
Right.
There's actual science behind it.
Oh, really? Tell me more about that.
Well, research shows that expressing gratitude can actually change the structure and function of our brains.
Okay.
Example, studies have shown that practicing gratitude regularly can increase gray matter in the hippocampus,
Okay.
the area of the brain associated with learning and memory.
So it's not just about feeling good in the moment. Gratitude actually has a lasting impact on our brains.
Exactly. And these changes in brain structure lead to some pretty amazing benefits.
Okay.
Studies have shown that people who regularly practice gratitude experience increased levels of happiness, optimism, and life satisfaction.
That's incredible. I'm starting to understand why gratitude is considered such a powerful tool for personal growth.
It really is, and it goes beyond just feeling happier.
Okay.
Gratitude has also been linked to improved sleep quality, reduced stress and anxiety, and even a stronger immune system.
Wow, that's quite a list of benefits. It sounds like gratitude is a real game changer.
It definitely is, and one of the most interesting things about gratitude is that it can help us shift our perspective from a place of scarcity to a place of abundance.
Can you explain what you mean by that?
Sure, when we're focused on what we lack, we tend to feel stressed, envious, or dissatisfied.
Yeah.
But when we shift our focus to what we're grateful for, we start to see the world differently. We appreciate the good things we have, even the small things, and this can lead to a greater sense of contentment and well-being.
So gratitude is all about changing our mindset and focusing on the positive aspects of our lives.
Exactly. And one effective way to cultivate this mindset is through gratitude journaling. It's a simple but powerful practice that involves regularly writing down things you're grateful for.
I've heard of gratitude journaling before, but I've never actually tried it.
Yeah.
How does it work exactly?
It's very simple. You can use a notebook, a computer, or even an app on your phone. Just take a few minutes each day to reflect on your day and write down 3 to 5 things you're grateful for.
That sounds easy enough, but
Yeah.
should I just write down general things like my family or my health, or should I be more specific?
Being specific is key.
Okay.
Instead of just saying, I'm grateful for my family, try writing something like, I'm grateful for my mom's delicious cooking tonight, or I'm grateful for my sister's supportive phone call.
I see, the more specific, the better.
Yes.
It's about really noticing and appreciating the little things that bring us joy.
Exactly. And you can get creative with your gratitude journaling, too.
Okay.
You can use prompts like, what made me smile today? Or who am I grateful for and why? To spark your thinking.
Those prompts are a great idea. It's like having a little gratitude coach in my pocket.
So besides journaling, are there other ways to practice gratitude?
Absolutely. Another great way to cultivate gratitude is by expressing it to others.
Whether it's saying thank you to a cashier or writing a heartfelt letter to a friend expressing gratitude outward can have profound impact on both the giver and the receiver.
I can definitely see that there's something special about receiving a genuine expression of gratitude.
Yes.
Warms the heart and makes you feel appreciated.
It really does, and it also strengthens our social connections. When we express gratitude to others, we build stronger bonds and create a more positive and supportive environment.
So gratitude is a win-win.
Hmm.
It benefits us individually by boosting our happiness and well-being, and it benefits our relationships by fostering connection and appreciation.
Exactly. And one of the most interesting things about gratitude is that it's a skill that can be learned and cultivated over time. It's not about forcing ourselves to feel grateful when we don't. It's about making a conscious effort to notice and appreciate the good things in our lives.
That makes a lot of sense. It's like building a muscle.
Right.
The more we practice gratitude, the stronger it becomes.
Right. And over time, we start to see the world through a more grateful lens.
Yeah.
We notice more good things. We appreciate them more deeply, and we experience more joy and contentment as a result.
This is all so fascinating. I'm really starting to understand the power of gratitude and how it can transform our lives.
It's a truly remarkable thing, and the best part is it's a practice that's available to everyone. Regardless of our circumstances, we all have things to be grateful for.
That's a great reminder. It's not about waiting for things to be perfect. It's about choosing to appreciate what we have right now.
Exactly. And even in the midst of challenges, there's always something to be grateful for. Whether it's our health, our loved ones, or simply the fact that we're alive, there are always reasons to be thankful.
You're right. It's all about perspective.
Yeah.
So let's say someone is struggling to find things to be grateful for.
Yes.
What advice would you give them?
That's a great question. Sometimes when we're feeling down or overwhelmed, it can be hard to see the good.
Right.
In those moments, it can be helpful to start with the basics.
Hmm.
Focus on the simple things, like having a roof over your head, food to eat, and clean water to drink.
That's a good starting point.
Yeah.
It's about remembering that even the things we take for granted are actually blessings.
Exactly. And as you start to focus on these basic things, you might find that your perspective begins to shift.
Yeah.
You might start to notice other things you're grateful for, like the beauty of nature, the kindness of strangers, or the love of your pets.
I like the idea of starting small and gradually expanding our circle of gratitude. It's like a ripple effect.
It is. And as we cultivate a more grateful heart, we start to attract more good things into our lives. It's like the law of attraction in action.
I'm intrigued. Tell me more about this law of attraction. How does it relate to gratitude?
Well, the law of attraction suggests that our thoughts and feelings create our reality. So when we focus on positive thoughts and feelings like gratitude, we attract more positive experiences into our lives.
So by being grateful for what we have, we're actually attracting more abundance and joy into our lives.
Exactly. It's a powerful cycle. Gratitude attracts more things to be grateful for, which leads to even more gratitude and so on.
That's amazing. It sounds like gratitude is a key ingredient for creating a happy and fulfilling life.
It definitely is, and it's a practice that can benefit people of all ages and from all walks of life.
Well, I'm certainly feeling inspired to make gratitude a bigger part of my life.
I'm glad to hear that it's a journey that's well worth taking.
How gratitude can actually change our brains and lead to all these incredible benefits for our well-being.
Yes, and it made me think about something you mentioned earlier about the law of attraction and how it relates to gratitude.
Right. Can you explain that a little more?
Sure, the law of attraction basically suggests that what you focus on expands. So if you're constantly dwelling on negative thoughts and feelings, you're more likely to attract more negativity into your life. But if you focus on positive thoughts and feelings like gratitude, you're more likely to attract more positivity.
That's fascinating. So by practicing gratitude, we're essentially shifting our energy and attracting more good things into our experience.
Exactly. It's like tuning your internal radio to a station of positivity and abundance.
I love that analogy.
Look
It
at
makes
it.
the concept so much clearer.
The more you practice gratitude, the stronger that signal becomes.
So how can we apply the law of attraction in our everyday lives, specifically with gratitude?
Well, one powerful way is to start each day by focusing on what you're grateful for.
Okay.
It could be as simple as appreciating your warm bed, a delicious cup of coffee, or the sound of birds singing outside your window.
It's about setting a positive tone for the day.
Exactly.
Okay.
By starting your day with gratitude, you're priming your mind to look for more things to be grateful for throughout the day. It's like putting on gratitude-colored glasses.
That's a great visual, and I imagine that as we practice this consistently, we start to notice more and more things to be grateful for, even in the midst of challenges.
Absolutely. The more you practice gratitude, the more it becomes a natural part of your way of being.
Yeah.
You start to see the world through a lens of appreciation, noticing the good, even in the midst of difficulties.
It's like training your brain to spot the silver linings, isn't it?
Exactly. And as you do that, you're essentially rewiring your brain for positivity and resilience.
This is also empowering. It's like we have the power to choose our own reality by choosing our thoughts and feelings.
In a way, yes. The law of attraction suggests that we have a much greater influence on our experiences than we often realize, and gratitude is a powerful tool for shaping that reality.
I'm definitely inspired to make gratitude a more conscious part of my life to see where it takes me. But besides starting the day with gratitude, are there other specific techniques or practices that you recommend?
There are, and one of the most effective techniques is gratitude journaling, which we touched on earlier.
Right, you mentioned being specific in our entries, but are there any other tips for making the most of gratitude journaling?
Well, one helpful tip is to write as if you're writing to someone else. It could be a friend, a family member, or even a higher power.
Okay.
This can help you to express your gratitude more fully and authentically.
That's an interesting approach. It's like we're sharing our gratitude with someone who can truly appreciate it.
Exactly. And it can also help to make your journaling more engaging and enjoyable.
And you mentioned before that consistency is key, but how often should we aim to journal? And is there a best time of day to do it?
There's no one-size-fits-all answer to that. It really depends on your individual preferences and lifestyle. Some people find it helpful to journal first thing in the morning, setting a positive tone for the day. Others prefer to reflect on their day and write in the evening. The key is to find a rhythm that works for you and stick to it as best you can.
So it's about finding a time and frequency that feels natural and sustainable.
Exactly. And even if you can only manage a few minutes a day, a few times a week, that's still better than nothing. The important thing is to make it a regular practice.
Consistency over intensity, right?
Right, precisely. And another helpful tip is to be specific in your entries. Instead of just saying, I'm grateful for my family, try to describe specific moments or qualities that you appreciate about each family member.
So instead of just saying, I'm grateful for my health, I could say, I'm grateful for the energy I have to go for walks in nature. Or I'm grateful for my strong immune system that keeps me healthy.
Exactly. The more specific you are, the more powerful your gratitude practice becomes. It helps you to really savor those moments and appreciate the details that make your life so rich and meaningful.
That's such a great reminder. It's about noticing and appreciating the little things that often go unnoticed.
Absolutely. And another technique you can try is called gratitude meditation. It involves setting aside a few minutes to sit or lie down comfortably, close your eyes, and focus your attention on feelings of gratitude.
I've heard about meditation before, but never specifically for gratitude. What's the benefit of doing it this way?
Well, gratitude meditation helps to quiet the mind and bring your awareness to the present moment as you focus on feelings of thankfulness. You naturally start to relax and experience a sense of peace and well-being, and it can be especially helpful if you're feeling stressed or anxious. Bringing your attention to things you're grateful for can help to shift your mindset and ease feelings of overwhelm.
So gratitude is not only good for our mental health, but can also be a powerful tool for managing stress.
Absolutely. When we're feeling stressed, our minds tend to focus on the negative. Gratitude helps to interrupt that cycle by redirecting our attention to the positive aspects of our lives. It's like a mental reset button.
Exactly. And speaking of resetting, another simple but effective technique is to create a gratitude jar. A gratitude jar. I've never heard of that before. What is it?
It's just what it sounds like, a jar where you collect little notes of gratitude each day, write down something you're grateful for on a slip of paper, and drop it in the jar.
That's a lovely idea. And what's the purpose of collecting these notes?
It's a wonderful way to create a visual reminder of all the good things in your life whenever you're feeling down or discouraged. You can open the jar, read through the notes, and remind yourself of all the things you have to be grateful for.
That's a great way to boost your mood and shift your perspective, especially on those tough days.
It is, and it's something you can do with your family or friends too. Imagine everyone in your household contributing to the gratitude jar. What a beautiful collection of blessings that would be.
I love that idea. It's a great way to foster a culture of gratitude in your home.
Right, and there are so many other ways to weave gratitude into your daily life. You can express appreciation to others through words, gestures, or acts of service. You can make it a habit to notice and appreciate the beauty in nature. You can even use gratitude as a tool to reframe challenges and find the silver lining in difficult situations.
So it's about making gratitude a way of life, a lens through which we view the world.
Exactly. The more we practice gratitude, the more it becomes an integral part of who we are and how we experience the world.
That's such a beautiful thought, and it makes me wonder how gratitude specifically impacts our relationships with others.
That's a great question. And a perfect segue into our next topic. We'll explore how gratitude strengthens our bonds with others.
Welcome back to QuickSpeak. We're diving deeper into the world of gratitude, and I'm really curious to hear more about how it influences our relationships.
Well, it's fascinating how something as simple as expressing gratitude can have such a profound impact on our connections with others. It's like a secret ingredient for building stronger and more fulfilling relationships.
I'm all ears. Tell me more about how this secret ingredient works its magic.
Think about it this way. When someone expresses sincere gratitude towards you, it makes you feel seen, valued, appreciated. It's like a warm hug for your soul, reminding you that you matter to someone.
I couldn't agree more. Those simple words, thank you, when spoken with genuine feeling, can truly brighten someone's day and make them feel special.
Exactly. And when we feel appreciated, it naturally motivates us to reciprocate that kindness and be more giving and supportive in return.
So it's like a beautiful cycle of appreciation and generosity where gratitude fuels more, gratitude strengthening the bonds between people.
Precisely. Gratitude is the fuel that keeps that cycle going, creating a positive feedback loop that benefits everyone involved.
I'm starting to see how gratitude acts as a relationship multiplier, amplifying the good feelings and fostering a deeper sense of connection. But is there any scientific evidence to support this idea?
There is. Research has shown that couples who regularly express gratitude to each other report higher levels of relationship satisfaction and feel more connected to their partners. And this isn't just a fleeting feeling, it can actually contribute to long-term relationship stability.
Wow, so gratitude isn't just a nice sentiment. It's actually backed by science, it seems like. Regularly expressing gratitude is like investing in the long-term health and happiness of our relationships.
That's a great way to put it. And it's not just limited to romantic relationships either. Gratitude can work wonders in friendships, family dynamics, and even professional relationships.
So whether it's thanking a friend for their unwavering support, expressing appreciation to a family member for their love and care, or acknowledging a colleague's contributions to a project, gratitude can enhance any relationship.
Absolutely. Those small acts of appreciation, those genuine expressions of gratitude go a long way in strengthening those bonds and creating a more positive and supportive environment.
It sounds like gratitude is a universal language of appreciation that can bridge gaps and bring people closer together.
It truly is. And one of the most amazing things about gratitude is that it benefits both the giver and the receiver. When we express gratitude, we're not only making the other person feel good, but we're also boosting our own happiness and well-being.
So it's a win-win situation all around.
Yeah.
But tell me, is there a right way and a wrong way to express gratitude? What makes some expressions more impactful than others?
That's a great question. While any genuine expression of gratitude is valuable, there are ways to make it even more meaningful. The key is to be authentic. In specific, generic or obligatory thank yous tend to fall flat because they lack that heartfelt emotion.
So instead of just saying a quick thanks, we should put more thought and feeling into it, really connect with the person we're thanking.
Exactly. Take a moment to pause, look them in the eye, and express your gratitude sincerely, and be specific about what you're grateful for. Instead of just saying, thanks for the gift, try saying, I absolutely love the book you gave me. It's exactly the kind of story I've been wanting to read. Thank you so much for knowing me so well.
That's a perfect example. By being specific and expressing your genuine feelings, you make the other person feel truly appreciated and understood.
Precisely. It's about taking that extra step to convey the depth of your appreciation and making the other person feel truly seen and valued.
This has been such an eye-opening conversation.
Yeah.
I feel like I have a whole new perspective on the power of gratitude and its ability to transform our lives and relationships.
It's been a pleasure sharing these insights with you. Remember, gratitude is a practice, a journey, and the more we embrace it, the more we unlock its incredible power.
Well said. And for our listeners who are eager to learn more and put these ideas into practice, we have some fantastic resources available on our website, including vocabulary lists and exercises related to today's episode on gratitude.
Be sure to check them out, and if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to QuickSpeak the English podcast for more insightful content on English learning and personal growth.
We'd love to have you join us on this journey of language learning and self-discovery.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Until next time, keep those gratitude muscles strong and keep practicing your English.